Okay, Tony, thank you. There are some signs of positive economic news like the story you just saw, but the state is still suffering from a now nearly decade-long budget crisis. And 24-Hour News 8's political reporter Rick Albin spent the day talking to lawmakers in Lansing.
Depending on whose numbers you believe, the budget for the state of Michigan is at least $1.8 billion short for next fiscal year. So, part of the component is using stimulus money, but there are problems with that, according to Senate Majority Leader Michael Bishop. If you use that stimulus money, you give up control of some of that cash.
The stimulus bill that was passed actually restricts our ability to do the cuts and the reforms that we'd like to do in those areas in exchange for accepting the money.
Stimulus money, he says, belongs to Michigan taxpayers in the first place, and it's coming back with too many strings. He wants them cut. It's going to be another long budget process. Governor Granholm told 24-Hour News 8 that we, all of us in Michigan, should be ready for some tough decisions.
But I do sense a degree of cooperation this time that we had not seen before. People are very serious about making the tough calls. And what that looks like in the end, obviously that's a product of negotiation between the House and the Senate and the administration. So we haven't seen what the final product is, but clearly, just to prepare everyone, you cannot expect that government will perform the same level, will have the same level of expenditure as it has in the past, because we just do not have the money.
And even as the governor talks about cooperation, Bishop, too, is sounding a conciliatory note.
We're in a very difficult position. It's going to take all of us to come together to figure out how we resolve this budget shortfall.
Using stimulus money, cutting the budget, maybe even raising taxes could be part of the answer to balancing the budget. But it's an answer that isn't going to come quickly. When asked if this process will go on as long as it did 2 years ago to the quasi-shutdown in government, to a person, people say, no, we don't think so. But then again, they aren't exactly sure. We'll be in Lansing to keep an eye on the process. I'm Rick Albin, 24-Hour News 8.